And Commander Brian Davis, who was the most seriously wounded officer, joins us now exclusively from Madison Heights, Michigan, along with Detroit Police Chief Ralph Godbee. Gentlemen, good morning to the both of you.
Good morning, Chris.
Good. Commander Davis, I'm just going to ask you first, how are you doing? I know you got shot a couple of times in this incident, but how's your recovery coming?
Through the grace of God, I'm doing fine. Thank you.
To see this video, it takes your breath away to watch this video. Can I ask your thoughts when this gunman, Lamar Moore, jumped the countertop and is standing face to face with you with a loaded weapon, firing on you and your officers? What is going through your mind at that point?
Well, first of all, I was very surprised, Chris, that he came in and started shooting. Then I went into a protective mode to protect my officers and myself.
But exactly, I mean, did you think at that point that this could potentially be it? I mean, here is this man with a gun. I mean, how long did it take for you to process that this man was actually perpetrating this act right on your turf?
You know, I don't think, it happened so fast that, I really don't think that I processed anything that quickly. I went into a protective mode and I just started firing shots, and my objective was to stop him.
Chief, can you believe your eyes when you see this video and you see how your officers responded?
Chris, I'm amazed at the heroism that you see, and the commander is very modest in his action. What's not said is that he has the presence of mind in a very short amount of time to take the weapon of a sergeant that's beneath him to engage the target. And the commander's engagement of that target in a protracted, even though it's a very short amount of time, gunfight at point-blank range, what he did arguably saved a number of lives in that building. And if not for his presence, if not for his presence of mind to do so, the story could be quite different, Chris. So, as chief of police, to watch the training kick in, to watch officers do exactly what they're trained to do, to cover, conceal, to identify the threat, no one was caught in a crossfire. I mean, to position themselves the way they did. In retrospect, we're very fortunate, but we cannot discount the amount of training and expertise that these officers exercised in a very harrowing situation that jumped off literally without any warning at all. It is just an amazing video. Every time I watch it, Chris, it is just, it just re-energizes me at what law enforcement officers are charged to do, not only in Detroit, but across the country.
It is definitely courage.
These are everyday heroes.
It is courage and bravery
Davis
on display. It is incredible to watch. Commander Davis, I know this was 38 seconds. We say this all transpired in just 38 seconds. It must have felt like an eternity for you. When you've looked back, do you consider yourself fortunate, or do you consider yourself, I was in the wrong place at the wrong time?
No, I do consider myself fortunate, however, I do feel that I was in the right place at the right time.
Because you were the man.
Chris, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
There are a series of events that caused the commander to be there that arguably, if he had not been and had not taken the action he did, again, there could be a quite different outcome.
Yeah.
So we're fortunate, we're blessed, but we were very fortunate the commander was there to take the lead with his troops. And there were a number of acts of heroism.
Yes, truly.
But his selfless action at that time really is what stabilized a horrible situation.
Gentlemen, thank you very much. Commander Brian Davis, Chief Ralph Godbee.